We have 4 categories this evening. Category A are roles to do with royalty. Category B are roles to do with the family. Category C are daily roles, and Category D are more specific roles.
Ko au koe tui, koe whakawhawhawa au e o tua I mamani. Koe pore au he whanua, ke o taki mo toka ngai hoko kakai.
Koe tui, the King. His Majesty the King of Tonga is our most paramount chief, our head of state and our ruler. To us Tongans, he is the representative of God on earth, descended from the first Tui Tonga, a demigod, Aho Eitu, since 950 AD. The ruling dynasty of today is the Tuku'aho dynasty, which is the 3rd line of kings. Every Tongan can trace their genealogy to the line of kings in the past. Therefore, every Tongan is connected to the king. To this very day, all Tongans enjoy the fruit of the king's labor from the abolishment of slavery, unity, constitution, religion, language, customs and traditions, land, education, health, leadership, and so forth. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Whaonetapu Takiare of Tainui and Maniapoto, New Zealand, Scotland, United Kingdom, Tonga and Kolomboto.
Koe kuini mai taki o hana pe moe a whaa e tui. Ko hamaaro alo tangata o ko hoka ki tāwaki. O ko tokoni ki e tui moe a whai hamakakai.
Koe maitaki o hoana moheofo pe kuini, the Queen. Her Majesty the Queen of Tonga is His Majesty's dear wife. Their Majesty's eldest son is the Crown Prince, and their eldest daughter is the Princess Royal. Her Majesty supports the King to love and care for their people as parents do for their children. The Queen leads her people by being a good role model for them and living upon Tongan values that reflect on all aspects of her duties as the mother of the nation. Her responsibilities range from ceremonial duties at formal functions to the people in her daily duties at the palace. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Tapaita Kalamafoni of Kotu, Puna, and Konfo.
Koe pilinisi, ka launi, koe alo tangata lahi taha, e ne awhiwhio, pea koe e ao ki e taloni. O ko opo ki e whatongia o ne awhiwhio I ona tauhi o e kai.
Koe pilinisi ka launi, the Crown Prince. His Royal Highness, the Crown Prince of Tonga. His Royal Highness, the Crown Prince of Tonga, is the heir to the throne. He is married to the Crown Princess. The Crown Prince's responsibilities support their Majesty's role in working closely with the people in and outside of Tonga in different spheres of activities, especially with the role of men. His main role is to witness the governance of the kingdom through regular participation of duties with sufficient patience and virtues. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Mario Paula of Lomademe, Falaha and Ha'ano.
Koe Beleni Sasibule au koe alo fefina lahi taha au ina awhiwhio o ku au bao ki he whanonga o ina e whau ai ono o kai.
Koe Pelini Sesipule, the Princess Royal. Her Royal Highness the Princess Royal of Tonga is their Majesty's eldest daughter. The Princess Royal's responsibilities support their Majesty's role in working closely with the people in Tonga and outside of Tonga in different spheres of activities and interests, especially with the role of women. Her main role is to lead the people towards their Majesty's visions for Tonga, and to make those visions come to life with the best of her abilities and skills by maintaining Tongan values and customs. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Linnea Kickert of Fasi Moiafi, Atuni and Adelaide, South Australia.
Koe no pere au a anea Theo, hok tufia, ke au tauhi, mai whatungia, ke he tui, mai whanua.
Koe no pere, the noble or chief. A chief is a person chosen by the king and bestowed with a title, land and people to care for in a given estate. The chief holds the title bestowed upon him, distributes land, provides leadership, unity and peace to the people under his care who are his relatives. He has responsibilities to the people under his care and vice versa. When the time comes for the chief to shoulder responsibilities to their majesties, he gladly performs his duties with the cooperation of his people. All chiefs in Tonga belong to a ha or clan descended from the line of kings. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Viliami Karawafoni of Tu'ane Kibale, Hihifo, Niua, Toputapu, and Korofo.
Koe mata pule au a eiku mau tofia, ko hoku whatungia, ko rangorango e fua whatungia eiku mau tofia. Ki mau.
Koe mata pule, the chief's attendant or spokesman. The chief's spokesman belongs to the chief's whale mata pule, or house of chief's spokesman, and is bestowed with a title. His responsibility is to be a spokesman for his chief during joyous occasions, and to assist his chief's responsibilities and duties to their majesties and to the chief's relatives. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Julian Kauwhanonga of Niutoa, Kolonga, Hihifo, Niua Toputapu, and Kolomotua.
Koe hā tō whonga au, koe eiku mau tō whia. Ko hoku whatongia, koe lango ki e whatongia, koe lango ki e eiki mau tō whia I pulotu.
Koe hā tūwhunga, the chief's attendant or spokesman. The chief's attendant or spokesman belongs to the chief's hā tūwhunga, or house undertakers, and is bestowed with a title. His responsibility is to be a spokesman for his chief during funeral ceremonies and rituals, as well as assisting his chief's responsibilities and duties to the majesties and to the chief's relatives. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Fiafia Hausia of Lotofoa and Ohonua.
Koe te kaunga ki mia opa koe whanau ai kaunga apole. Koe I ka Moimoi ki whanau humau eiki mau dofia.
Koe takanga, the followers of royalty and chiefs. These followers are loyal, honest and hard-working attendants who are members of a chief's household, attending to their chief and his family members daily. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Leila Funaki and Dakota Funaki of Fatai and Matafonua, Lose Helu Hausia of Kolavai, Lotofoa and Ohonua, Salina Fisiikaile of Whananonu, Oua, Ohonua, Niafu and Kolofoa.
Theo, Kuno.
Your Royal Highness, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes Category A, Royalty. One more round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, please. We will now have our first intermission, and during the intermission, we will present Your Royal Highness, ladies and gentlemen, with a traditional Tongan Tau Olunga, performed by two of our young students. Please welcome Lycia Ellen Fraham Jensen of Fiji, India, Whanganonu, Norway, Denmark and Australia, and Isabella Fane Butler of Tario di Po, Italy, Ha'ano, Holland and Tasmania. Their song is Manu o Parataisi, composed by Her late Majesty, Queen Salotitupo III.
Ki pe koe whameite ki he tahine, ka o kai pēha tāku pā whana, ko tui pe koe ki I kato ai whanau, o ko I mua pe I States. Ka pe ai ha o ofa, pe ata pe ki ai malo.
Ko hoku inua ko Lycia Ellen Farmensen, te mā whakamita atu I he whaitu una. Ko hoku hingoa ko Isabella Fane Butler, o ku mākoro ia ke mā whakameite ke taihine princesi.
Theo Phu. Theo Puno. Theo Phu. Foto
Welcome back, Your Royal Highness, ladies and gentlemen. We will continue with the roles within the family. Category B.
Ko te mai au, koe ulua family I api. Ko tauhi, mana kuna ki hoko e whi, mama whanau, I he maunofo ke mau, whao whaaki monofo melino.
Koe tamai, the father. A father is the head of the household. He provides for his family by tending to the plantation, builds a house, goes fishing, feeds the livestock, and makes umu or earth oven for the family. A father will not only provide food for his immediate family, but also for his extended family, such as his sisters, to assist with her duties as a mother. He is responsible for the well-being of the family by ensuring they love each other and live in peace. A father is the primary caretaker and disciplinarian of a Tongan family. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Siweli people of Kolowai, Tonga.
puongane he kōtua whewhene lahi au o ina atu mai. O kuna o whakalangilangi I a ka o whai ki ngā tōlu.
Koe mea ki tana, the paternal auntie. One's paternal auntie is your father's elder sister, and that is the paternal auntie within her father's child. Her responsibility is to love and support her brother and his children, and in return, they recognize her role by honoring her at joyous occasions, such as allocating her with a special seat, garland, cakes, money, tapa cloths, and mats. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Tanika Hifo of Golovai in Australia.
Koe whahua ki e whanau hoku tunga ane mohana hako. Whea aku ma whetahi aki ma whewei tokai aki. Hoku tunga pe whakalangilangi.
Koe whahu, the whahu. The whahu can be the paternal auntie, but she may also send a representative on her behalf. A whahu is one's paternal aunt, but is not limited to a brother's children, but extended to his grandchildren and kin. She is principally recognized during funerals by the type of ta'awawa worn, her seat, garland, money, food, tapa cloths, mats, and the cutting of the hair rituals of those who are liongi to the deceased. Her rank as whahu is recognized due to the close, tight, and good relations she has with her kin, who honor her at her funeral ceremonies and rituals according to Tongan tradition. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Nuspepa Kalwhanonga of Niltoa, Golonga, Hihifo, Nua Tapu Tapu, and Goromatu.
Koe ulu mutua, koe ulu au oi tamai o kuo tutuuni mo tauhi ke maama uluta e nofo ai kainga.
Koe urumutua, the urumutua. The urumutua is the eldest of one's father's father, descending from father to son. He is the head of the kainga, or relatives, and is responsible for making major decisions regarding the well-being of the kainga, to contribute to a chief's responsibilities, where to bury a person belonging to that kainga, and to keep the peace within the kainga. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Mario Paula of Nomo Teme in Folaha in Ha'ano.
Koe liogi au o kuo whaipatongia ki huku mehikitanga no huku whahu he koe tu'aho ki ha apisia oi whamin eiki o ekuta mai.
A liongi is the status of a person when your father's siblings or paternal first cousins pass away. The liongi status is a status of mourning during a funeral, and depending on how closely related you are to the deceased on your father's side. A liongi has certain duties to perform during a funeral for the whahu, and to make the umu or earth oven for the people attending the funeral. A liongi status shows that person is of a low status to the deceased, and has to wear a large tattered mat as a mourning attire. The greatest loss for a Tongan is the loss of a kin, because our Tongan values instilled in us requires a collective effort. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Ma'af Postina Boifoki of Le Mātua in Utulau of Haviluliku and Kolomatua.
Matagua yo kihoku Misipaniti Okuo Tokanai A api po ki hona leila hii e mawhanau ke hoko ka kaila le mo aonga.
Koe whae, the mother. A mother is the major supporter of her husband. She primarily raises her children and takes care of household chores such as weaving, making tapa cloth, assembling garlands and girdles, producing oil, and preparing food for the omu. She will not only weave and make tapa cloth for her immediate family, but also for her extended family, such as to assist her brother with his duties as a father. A mother's family assists in her raising her children to become valuable citizens in Tongan society. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Laila Funaki of Fatai and Mata Fonua of Australia.
Koe to asinau. Koe pangatonu. Si Hoko tua whawhine. Aku wau whatani. Ki whana. I he natu. Ki ho whatani.
Koe Tuasina. The Tuasina is the other maternal uncle. This maternal uncle, in this case, is the younger brother of your mother, the Tuasina. He also helps his sister to raise her children, but because of his younger stature, compared to the mother and the whae tangata. The Tuasina primarily helps with duties involving the umu, or the earth oven, during traditional ceremonies and rituals, as well as responsibilities requiring food. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Ului Fale Fisikaini of Whangan Non O'ua, Ohonua, Nea'afu, and Golofo o Tonga. Your Royal Highness, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes Category B, the family.
Please welcome them to the stage. Mari.
Welcome back, Your Royal Highness, ladies and gentlemen. We will now continue on with category C, which are daily roles.
Koe mana I ao. Peo ko o mongo. Koe ko tala o mo te eki mali. Koe ko tala o ko I kai nata o ko potunga. Kau ko kau ke ai. Koe ko talenti ia.
Koe mana ia, the master. The mana ia is a very attractive, charming, handsome single male. He is known because of this, but he is also an expert in other areas, which are not limited to his looks, such as sailing, fishing, and making an umu or earth oven, to name a few. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Anau, Tarolakepa Takiari of Tainui and Maniapoto, New Zealand, Scotland, United Kingdom, Hunga and Kolomoto.
Koe tāpa o wau, pea kuau o ngongo, koe kutala vau mo e te kimani. Koe kutala vau o kui kaingata hokfotunga, ka kukau ki ai mo e kutaliniti ia.
Koe tāpo, the maiden. The tāpo is a very beautiful, lovely, adorable, unmarried maiden. She is known for her beauty, but is also skilled in other enterprises, such as weaving, producing oil, and generating tabacloth, to name a few. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Teresia Kausea of Ohonua, Lotofoa, and Kolavai, and Auckland, New Zealand.
Koe moa uria.
Kau ke whatongia?
Ko hono whakateho ko takinga.
Tēnā. O hao no mea.
O kona, whio whaaki.
Koe moa uri, the black fowl. The black fowl can be a male or female. He is related to a single male. The moa uri intermediates between a single male and a single female, and relays their messages to each other in hope of being able to talk to each other at the maiden's house. The black fowl's role is to mediate, so that no offence is caused to either of the telling parties' families. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Leilani Faina'a of Vaipoa, Iua, Topota. The midwife. The midwife is a specialist in normal pregnancy and birth. Her role is to look after a pregnant woman and her newborn baby throughout a phase during labor and birth, and for up to 28 days after the baby has been born. The Tongan midwife has taboos, rules, instructions, and herbal tonics for the pregnant woman. before labor, and after the birth for the mother and her newborn baby. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Ana Hausia and Tongan Hausia of Lātūfuipeka, Moimoi, and Paula.
Koe ka waka ki mā tolo ki mā tuka ngai e whalautahi ke mā waona lei mo malu ki e tūkufua.
Koe ka waka, the crew members of an enormous canoe. They use the stars as a compass and feel the warmth of the sea water to know where they are as navigation tools. The crew members work together to navigate the sea, making the journey pleasant and safe for the people on board the enormous Tongan canoe to reach their destination. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for the Tuku'aho of Maofanga, Fasimoe Afi Atungi, Angelika, and Moimoi. Viliami Kauwhanonga of Yodoa, Kolonga, Hihifo, Niua, Toputapu, and Kolomotua, and Talanoa, Hausia of Ohonua, Lātūfuipeka, and Korovai.
Ko tu funga whale au, o ko langa whale o la lawa loto, ke o nā ngaro, ai ngahi tānoa tutua, te maru ki loto e kakai.
Koe tufunga whale, the carpenter. The carpenter constructs and repairs building frameworks for a house or building using Senate ropes. The Tongan carpenter builds a Tongan whale, decorates them with silent rope patterns to remind people of a story through his lalawa, or rope art. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Julian Kauwhanonga of Yodoa, Kolonga, Hihifo, Niua, Toputapu, and Kolomotua. The canoe builder. The canoe builder constructs and repairs canoes and other floating vessels with Senate ropes and other traditional items. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Philip Xavier Butler of Theo, Italy, Paula, Holland, and Tasmania.
Latu, To'o, Povai, Moatolo.
Koe Tau, the warriors. Warriors are skilled, brave and determined protectors of a village or country. They protect the people from their enemies, who may cause them harm and danger. Warriors are also resourceful, productive and principled beings who listen to their chief. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Ului Alefesi, Fisikaile, and Isaiah Fisikaile of Whananono, Oua, Neafo and Gorofa'o, and Sireli Hifo of Kolavai and Australia. Your Royal Highness, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes Category C. We will now go into the third intermission, and we will now hear from our Master of Ceremony, Stella Lyman, to introduce our next entertainment. But first, please, one more round of applause for all these people here, for our students. Category C, ladies and gentlemen, please, a round of applause.
Our third intermission is a poem written by Mr. Ifoni Ma'afulevani, the president of the ACT Tongan Language and Culture School. The poem is about the gratitude and appreciation in the ACT Tongan Language and Culture School of the opportunity given by Her Royal Highness for the school to teach our language and culture here in the capital, and also to give thanks to the ACT government for the support and help given to the school since its inception. It will be recited for you tonight by Ma'afu's two great nieces, Josefina Pomale from Feremea Ha'apai, Vaini Tongatapu, and Fositina Tomoua from Haleluliku Tongatapu, Niwa Toputapu, Mokolomotua.
Haosaki e kutala whakatapu, hufanga he taramalu o e whanua. Ofa ke ngofua, pea ofa ke ata, ka tau ko tatala mo lao siwa. Koe mo uwini kei vai, ka ne tae oua aho o kau mai. O tūlai si I whaiwhatongiani, ilo e auni, ilo meilani, tau pasi nima whakarangilani.
Tama tonga e, ko hota aho e, ke tamawava mo tue. Whai ki he ngata anga ho o whika tamu a tonu ai ka veinga.
Mea maia, kau taki mamata, ki he ako tonga mo hono fofonga I mama. Ai hau se, ma hau whaka otusia, sia te wholau, tala malu o e whanua. Ko ngata e kau whoki au, le paheke pē mei tu angaru. Whakaongo mai ki hao whekau, ko ha telekaki ai vuni walu, malo.
Welcome back, Your Royal Highness. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now at our final category, Category D, which are the specific roles.
Daula eiki. Gaungo daula eiki ki maua. Oku mai tu koni Whakalauma lia ai gainga lotu.
The priest or priestess. The priest and or priestess minister and nourish the spiritual needs of the church congregation. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Philip Xavier Butler of Taria and Paula, and Tasmania.
Koe punake ki maua o ku mawhao tā anga whakawhasi mō whakahaka. Ki a koa i ki e whaiva mō whakahofua ki bangai o tupo moho e ki.
Koe punake, the composer. The composer can be a male or female, who composes poems, songs, tunes and choreographs them into a fiver item in honor of a Tongan celebration. Once the poetry is put into motion and the splendor and warmth are shown through the artistry of punake, in the well-being of the body, mind and spirit in the Tongan context, additionally, unity is achieved when people are able to perform them together. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Viami Kawhanonga of Mitoa, Paula, Hikifo, Niwa, Toputapu and Kawatua, and Davina Garcia of Lātūfuipeka and Pohonua. The gardener. The gardener tends to his plantation of root crops to feed his extended family and to contribute to his responsibilities in Tongan society. To name a few such root crops include yam, cassava, taro, giant taro, and sweet potatoes, which are important parts of our Tongan diet. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Fifia Hausia of Lātūfuipeka and Pohonua.
Koe tangata, tō tae au, o ku au, whalautahi, ke tau mātau, ke mao mo ui, mei ai hoku whamiri.
Koe tō tae, the fisherman. The fisherman goes out to seashore or to the deep ocean on a fishing expedition to find all sorts of fish and animals to feed his family and village. He is a skilled navigator and relies on nature, such as the stars and birds, to find fish for food. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Mario Paula of Longademe, Palaha and Ha'ano.
Ko e whiwhine whaitō au oku o ngā ue aki e ngahi a ngau tu whanua ke whaitō o aki hapuku.
Tuku'aho, a traditional healer, male or female, who has inherited healing knowledge from a family member. There are different types of traditional healers for all sorts of illnesses and diseases. A traditional healer uses plants and traditional methods to help the patient recover. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for Utopia Pickard of Fasi Moiafi Adumi and Adelaide, South Australia.
We're going to the welcome back category D. This is the last category for tonight. Our last intermission. It will be a song composed by Sioana Lātūfuipeka. It's a tribute from the ACT Tongan Language School to Her Royal Highness tonight. And it will be sung by the Fofo'anga of Canberra tonight. May I invite the Fofo'anga Canberra to the stage, please, for our last intermission.
A round of applause for the 4-4 armor. Your Royal Highness, Princess Angelika Lātūfuipeka Tuku'aho, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we have now come to the end of our fundraising program tonight. We are indeed blessed by your presence and your support this evening. However, this is not the end. It is in fact only the beginning for the ACT Tonga Language and Cultural School. To'a o whātu tāhine piri sesi. Whakamālo atu ki he kainga. O whakatoa, pene mō bōbō. Uwhia mō tokoni ki mautonu, he porokarama o e whia whini. O kuhonga au pito homo ofa. Ofa ke tau tutuku mo e peresi ai eiki o kumau ofa lahi atu. We hope you have all enjoyed our performance. Thank you graciously for your support. Have a good evening. This is the end of the presentation, and we will invite the MC, Stella Naimet, to bring the rest of the evening to a conclusion. Malo Albito.
Oh
Hip hippie. Hip hippie. Hip hippie.